Okay, before we start tonight's meeting, I'd ask that we'd all stand and salute the flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag
of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, before we begin this evening's meeting, I'd like for you all to know that this meeting is being videotaped for community cable channels. Individuals attending this meeting should be aware that they are being videotaped. In saying that, I turn it over to item number 1, roll call, and I'll turn it over to Mr. Ken Weir.
Mr. Allen? Here. Mr. Clemens?
Here.
Mr. Hill?
Here.
Mrs. Krieger?
Here.
Ms. Mingle?
Here.
Mr. Mosey? Here. Mrs. Scher?
Here.
Mr. Schilling?
Here.
Mr. Weitz?
Here.
All present.
Thank you, Mr. Weir. Okay, we'll move on to item number 2, nominations of temporary president.
Mr. Clemens, I would nominate for the capacity of Madam President Pro Tem, Mrs. Vicky Scher.
I'll second the motion.
Okay, there's been a motion made by Mrs. Mangle, and the motion's been seconded by Mrs. Krieger
Move to
for
close the motions.
Mrs. Scher to take over as temporary president. It's also been moved for motions to be
Closed.
closed.
Correct.
Any questions or comments? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Ayes have it. I'll turn it over to Mrs. Scher. Okay, I'll take it. I don't want to
Take your name and move it.
And now, for the purpose of administering the oath of office, I'd like District Justice David Keatley to please come forward.
That's fine.
Okay.
You call for it.
Okay, I'd like to begin. Mr. Schilling.
Are you prepared to take the oath of office?
Yes.
Would you come forward?
Let me go.
Place your left hand on the Bible and raise your right hand. Repeat after me. I solemnly swear that I will support, obey, and defend the Constitution of the United States
Support, obey, and defend the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of this Commonwealth,
and the Constitution of this Commonwealth,
and that I will discharge the duties of my office with fidelity.
and I will discharge the duties of my office with fidelity.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Krieger, are you prepared to take the oath of office?
Yes, I am.
Come forward. Put your left hand on the Bible and raise your right hand and repeat after me. I solemnly swear
I solemnly swear
that I will support, obey, and defend the Constitution of the United States
that I will support, defend, and
Support.
obey the Constitution
of the United
of the
States
United States
and the Constitution of this Commonwealth,
and the Constitution of this Commonwealth,
and that I will discharge the duties of my office with fidelity.
and I will discharge the duties of my office with fidelity.
Congratulations.
After you're Mrs. Krieger, it still counts.
Mrs. Mangle, are you prepared to take the oath of office?
Yes, Your Honor, I am, and I would prefer the use of my own Bible and that it be held by my husband, Daniel H. O'Connell, Sr., Esquire.
Very well. Place your left hand on the Bible and raise your right hand and repeat after me. I do solemnly swear that I will support, obey, and defend the Constitution of the United States. I do solemnly swear. And the Constitution of this Commonwealth. And that I will discharge the duties of my office with fidelity. Congratulations.
Here, here.
Are you checking?
Place your left hand on the Bible and raise your right hand. Repeat after me. I do solemnly swear that I will support, obey, and defend the Constitution of the United States
That I will support, obey, and defend the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of this Commonwealth,
and the Constitution of this Commonwealth.
and that I will discharge the duties of my office with fidelity.
And I will discharge the duties of my office with fidelity.
Congratulations. Mr. Schilling, are you prepared to take the oath?
Yes, I am, Your Honor.
Become forward. Place your left hand on the Bible and raise your right hand. Repeat after me. I do solemnly swear that I will support, obey, and defend the Constitution of the United States
That I will support, obey, and defend the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of this Commonwealth,
and the Constitution of this Commonwealth,
and that I will discharge the duties of my office with fidelity.
and that I will discharge the duties of my office with fidelity.
Congratulations.
I'd like to thank District Justice Keatley for taking the time and making himself available for this ceremony. With all incoming board members duly sworn in, I'd like to open for nominations for the term of president, serve the North Penn School Board for a term of 1 year. Do I hear any nominations?
Madam Pro Tem, I would like to nominate Donna Mengel for president.
Do I hear a second?
Second.
Madam Pro Tem, I thank Mr. Mosey for his motion. I thank you for the second. At this time, I need to decline on this motion for nomination to the office of Board President of the North Penn School District. I further ask Madam President Pro Tem to strike the motion and the second from the floor. I believe the North Penn School District would be best served and allowed to heal if I did not seek and secure the President's chair at this time. All through this past campaign, I sought God's face for help, assurance, and deliverance from my adversaries. God prevailed. I further sought wisdom as to how do I go on if I win election. I received 3 answers. First, I was told to trust the current leadership found in Superintendent Bowes, Thomas Clemens, and myself. I was told to treat opposing board members better than I was treated. And last but not least, I was told to forgive my enemies in the community at large, within this administration and within this school district. I'm prepared to do all 3. It is my wish that by staying put with my responsibilities I currently have, that the focus will return to the school issues as it should have been all along, and not on me as an individual. I believe the focus needs to be placed back on those people that serve to solve the issues of this community, of which I am merely one. I want the media and the community to begin focusing on the superintendent, for we have called him here and we pay him well to do the work we have asked him to do. We need greater focus on the needs that are before us in this community, and that greater focus be placed on those board members that will represent us on the larger issues in a liaison capacity. Before us, we have issues of growth, taxation, debt, curriculum, bonds, and technology. Focus should not be on sound bites, but on those individuals that will lead us in those specific areas that will be assigned shortly after the president is seated. It was unfair that so much attention could be placed on one person, and for that attention to be so unnecessary when there was much going on in this district. There are major players on this board that were never given their proper due when it came to the work that they did and when it came time for credit that they were due. There are many issues facing us financially that Mrs. Scher has taken time to work on with Dennis Kelly. They're a fine team, and I believe that the next president or the president to be elected tonight will keep that team together, and proper focus and attention be given to those two as they work through our problems in the area of finance. In the area of technology, we all know that David Whites is without a doubt an expert in that area, and he is very much appreciated on this board. And hopefully he too will see fit to serve as liaison in that capacity and move us forward in the area of technology that is needed in this school district and within our administration and in this district at large. There are many other capacities that should be mentioned tonight, but there are just two areas in this district that the media has not paid attention to and is not focused on. So, Madam President Pro Tem, with much confidence and trust, I nominate my friend, my colleague, and during some very bitter days, my brother, Thomas Clemens, to the North Penn School Board's presidency.
I must ask Board Member Pat Mosey, are you in agreement to withdraw your motion?
Yes, I would adhere to Mrs. Mengel's request, and I withdraw my motion.
Thank you.
That said, I ask, are there any other nominations?
I move that
Hearing none?
I move that the nominations be closed.
I second.
Nominations are closed. All in favor?
Aye.
Mr. Clemens?
Aye. Aye.
Opposed? Hearing none, motion closed. Mr. President, please resume your chair.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Okay, move on to item number 5. Item number 5 is election of a vice president for 1-year term. Are there any nominations?
Mr. President, I make a motion that we nominate Donna Mengel for vice president.
I second.
There's been a motion made and seconded. Are there any other motions?
I move we nominate David Whites for vice president.
I'll second.
Okay. Are there any other nominations? Okay, do I hear a motion that we close the nominations?
Motion closed.
Okay, motion made by Mrs. Scher, second by Mr. Schilling. Okay.
Do you need Roll call.
Dick's done it
Hearing
different
none.
ways. I believe the last time that Dick was still president, we went right into a roll call vote. Okay, let's do that. Okay, there's been a motion made for Donna Mengel for vice president and a motion made for David Whites for vice president. I believe Donna Mengel was nominated first, so I believe what we'll do is a roll call for Ms. Mengel. We'll proceed that way, so I turn it over to Mr. Ware to do a roll call vote.
Mr. Allen? We're voting for Donna Mengel. Mr. Allen?
Okay, no.
Mr. Hill?
Yes.
Mrs. Krieger?
Yes.
Ms. Mengel?
Yes.
Mr. Mosey?
Yes.
Mrs. Scher?
Yes.
Mr. Schilling?
Yes.
Mr. Whites?
No.
Mr. Clemens?
Yes.
I have 7 voting yes and 2 voting no for Donna Mengel.
Thank you. Okay. Mrs. Mengel is now our new vice president. I should say now. Right, okay. Now we'll move on to item number 6, which is to recommend approval of schedule of meetings for calendar year 1996. You also have a copy of that on the back of your sheet. Get a chance to look it over. And then is there a motion that we approve the schedule?
So moved.
Second.
Motion made by Mrs. Scher, second by Mrs. Mengel. Any questions or comments on the motion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Ayes have it. Okay, item number 7. Is there a motion for adjournment?
So
So
moved.
moved.
Second.
Motion made by Mr. Allen, second by Mrs. Krieger. All those in favor, I'm sorry, questions or comments on the motion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
We're adjourned.